What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Thursday edition. A very quiet Thursday, not like our normal Thursdays we've had all season. Edition of the Stay Cashin show. We'll be talking a lot of NFL on this show. We'll talk a little college basketball, talk a little hockey, talk a little NBA. But first, let me introduce the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Rupp.
What's up?
Let's go.
How are you?
Let's go, you're supposed to say.
What does your shirt say, Bill?
You just killed all the momentum.
I yelled, "What's up?"
You can say, let's go. That's your tagline.
That's it at the end.
Tommy. It's at the end of the show.
No, it's always at the
It's at
beginning.
the end, Tommy.
Dude, I saw your son on Twitter, and your son does it at the beginning,
on,
too.
Tommy. Move
Your
on.
son does it at the beginning. I know you taught him. For those of you who haven't seen it.
Move on.
No, have you seen your son? Have you
Oh,
seen
no.
your son?
I don't know. I'm concentrating on work here.
What's to
I don't have
say
time
about
for your games.
Top 5 best ice cream flavors. Let's go.
This kid.
Coming in at number 5, we got cookie dough. It's good. Coming in at number 4, we got cotton candy. It's really good, but I don't really have much to say about it.
There's no way you didn't fuck that kid's mom. There's no way. When he started it with "Let's go," I was like, dude, that's fucking literally Bill's son. That's amazing. So, Bill, do you know that kid's mother?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
We gotta track her down. Zab, what up, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Busy day, getting crushed with snow here in Pennsylvania. So I've been shoveling snow all morning with my son, and
TNC shoveling.
yes, taking care of the elderly neighbors in the neighborhood. So,
Oh boy.
How do you
Yep.
not have a snow? You don't have a snow blower? That'd be
Nah,
the
bro.
first thing I would buy.
no, hey, I'll teach them young, man. Shovel.
Yeah, you gotta teach some kids to shovel.
Yep. So we take care of a couple neighbors that lost their husbands. So yeah, we were out since when I got home from work, and we'll probably hit it again this afternoon. So
Zab, you're the only person in this company I would allow to raise my child.
appreciate
That is
that.
it. That is it. Well, I mean, it's not really that much of a compliment. We're surrounded by retards. Speaking of retards, Siege, what up?
What up, Tommy? How are you?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. You excited? Getting excited for Notre Dame?
No, not really.
No, you're nervous.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State's a good football team.
Yeah, and I don't know. We'll
There's
talk
a
about
lot.
that
There's a
tiny
lot
bit.
that has. There's a lot in between now and Monday too.
There is. But as a Notre Dame fan, though, there is no in between, right? Like this is probably every.
I mean, there's
day's
money
thing.
to be made, Tommy. That's what you got to focus on.
There's
is a lot
tons of money to be made. That's for sure. There's money to be made. But I mean, listen, Notre Dame
Oh,
fandom,
shit.
you got to be jacked up about this every day. Hoff, what up, buddy?
You pissed off Kababble.
What do you do?
You said he wants to raise the kid. Look.
Yeah, like a rabble raise my kid. Get out of here. Fucking thing will be fucking simping for feet pics from fucking Stacey Allen in the chat in 3 days. Fucking get out of here. All right, let's get to the show. We got a lot going on in the world of sports right now. Everyone is talking about this Bill Belichick thing.
That's what I was going to say. Big Bill.
Yeah, that's going on. What did I don't know what that was. Siege, as the resident New England Patriots fan, and probably the one who knows Belichick the best from his time with your team, fill us in on what your takes are on this Belichick UNC thing. And for those people that don't know, is it Dov Kleinman who's the one who's posting? Who was Lombardi talking about on McAfee's show today, saying there's one guy who's got a vendetta against us who's spreading all this? Does anyone know?
I assumed it was Dov, but
It's always fucking Dov. So.
is there any news this morning? Because I got to be honest, I've been sweating dart winners this morning. So if there's something that happened this morning, you probably
No.
Just
Just the same story that Belichick's gonna have trouble recruiting because he's gonna leave and he's gonna go to the NFL. I know Bill's gonna want to chime in on this right after you. But I mean, this is a big thing, right? Like the fact that they're circulating all this shit right now. If you're a recruit who's going to go to UNC, you're going there for one reason, right? You're going there for Belichick and Lombardi.
Well, yeah, but again, like that. There's a reason why there's that $10 million buyout, right? Like it's so that they can go in the portal and be like, look, he's not going anywhere this year. And that's really where Belichick's going to do most of his recruiting anyways, is the portal, like guys he knows is good. So I don't really think it has that much of an effect. Like we'll see how it impacts freshman recruiting and like high school kids, but I'm not so sure that UNC was going to be the world's best high school recruiting program anyway.
No, it was going to be from the portal, most of it. Bill, you don't think Belichick's even going to be – you don't think they're even going to be good if he's there?
No, I don't think he's going to get anybody.
Oh, the best bet of the year was when they posted UNC 6.5 wins. They're gonna go over that. I have like
Bill, you don't think they're going to be good at all, even if he stays there?
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be that good.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't think I don't think the people are gonna go there.
Why would you not go play with Bill
Look at who
Belichick?
he's already gotten. He's already getting good kids out of the portal. Like,
Oh,
He's got that 4-star quarterback that fucking was all over. It looks like fucking Zach Wilson's clone.
yeah. Like,
well,
yeah.
he's Zach Wilson's clone. I mean, I wouldn't put too much.
Zach Wilson in college was good, Bill.
Yeah. It was, Zach Wilson got
But
drafted in the top 5.
Bill Belichick's not running a college program. He's running an NFL.
So why? So answer me this, Bill. Stay here. Why do you think kids wouldn't go to play with Bill Belichick? Where's the logic in that?
Because it's not Bill Belichick. It's the school. North Carolina sucks.
You're in the ACC. You have an easy path to the fucking college football playoff. It's the worst conference in the world. They went like 1-11 in bowl games.
Clearly, it doesn't matter. We just had Boise and Arizona State with Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the school matters. The school matters. Still, the school.
Does it though?
UNC,
UNC, first of all, is a great school. That it's like Villanova, right? Where you go to Villanova, you play basketball, but you also come out with a Villanova degree. You go to UNC, you go to Duke, you also come out with a degree from UNC and Duke. But I mean, it's a fucking ACC powerhouse in multiple sports. It's football is the one sport that they've been lacking in, but they're a powerhouse in college baseball. They're a powerhouse in college basketball. They're a powerhouse in tons of sports. It's good weather. It's on the coast. It's hot chicks. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to play at UNC?
I'd want to play basketball there.
But I mean, you still have that culture at that school. Listen, there's a lot of schools that weren't football schools before that are now. That's the point of building a program. They obviously have the resources and the student body, location, everything there. That if they could start getting consistent wins as a football program,
Also,
I mean, that could.
not like
Just look at Arizona State. It's the best example of it. Like, you have like the best campus, the hottest women, and all it took was one competent coach, a year and a half, and now they're good.
Yeah.
And North
Yeah.
Carolina has had good players in the past. Like
Oh, of course.
Is
Yeah.
Arizona State good?
Yes, Arizona State's good, Bill. What do
They
you mean?
are. I mean, they had one player.
No, I know they didn't. Arizona State
What are
was
you
good.
talking
Bill.
about?
Stop.
Arizona State was in the playoffs without their best receiver. If he's healthy, they probably win the
They
game.
won one player, and I mean,
That just shows you don't watch college football.
Yeah, Bill, what are you talking about? They
I
won
got every
player.
college football playoff game right. So
Okay, but that what you're saying right now is definitely
obviously
wrong.
I watched something.
Dude,
Well, you're
first
just
of all,
wrong.
we went into that game. I was telling you that fucking Levitt is a very good quarterback. He played well. Scattaboo, and they didn't even have fucking Jordan Tyson. Jordan
Yeah.
Tyson was one of the leading receivers in the entire fucking college football. He didn't even play. If they have Jordan Tyson, they beat Texas, and they're probably
Exactly.
still playing right now.
They got one player.
That's a good program, dude. Arizona State is an up and coming good program.
And that coach is really good.
Yeah, we'll see where they are next.
And it's so easy to recruit to Arizona State. Just like one campus
No, it's the
tour.
hottest girls in America.
Yeah, I know they've had so many NFL players that come out of Arizona State.
Yeah,
Well, it's
because
a
they
new
had
regime.
incompetent
It's a year and a half
coaching.
in. Yeah, it's a new
All right,
regime.
well, let's see where they are next year. That's a good thing about it. We'll
They'll be
here
right
next year.
there. They'll be right there. This is a,
Bill,
this is
I
a good
think
program.
we're gonna have a bets channel for that staff bets channel. Let me tell you that right now, because I will take the
Yeah,
Arizona
well,
State over.
We'll get to see next year how good they are.
There might be a couple bets this show because I'm ready to bet Tommy.
Oh, let's go. I'll bet on anything. Sold. I don't like going against Hoffman, though. I like going against everyone else. So, Hoff, what's your take on the UNC situation with Belichick and everything?
I want him to go get the arch, but I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, it looks like with Quinn Ewers, which we'll talk about next.
It's not going.
I know this, Bill. I said I would
Yeah.
like to see that happen. It would be
Well,
cool.
I mean, yeah. So would Bill Belichick, but it's not gonna happen.
there was
Zab?
a slight chance it happened, but now it's not.
No, there was,
Well, Ewers shit himself and then disappeared and went to the draft. Zab?
there was no chance.
Just a quick interruption. Babel has a play starting at 3. Man United team total over 1.5. That's in the Premier League. And Real Madrid team total over 1.5. It's a parlay for minus 150.
Say those again. You always have to say Babel's plays twice afterwards because they're all weird usually.
Man United, they play in the Premier League. Team total over 1.5.
Mhm.
Real Madrid team total over 1.5. And they play in Spain, Copa del Rey.
All right. Those are
Starts
3
at
o'clock.
3
So they're
o'clock,
starting
so
40 minutes. So get in on those now. Guys, hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the retweet button if you're watching on Twitter. We'll be doing the show again tomorrow. This will probably be the last Thursday show. We'll definitely, I don't know about the Monday show next week because we will have Reaction Monday to the Sunday NFL playoffs. But for
we also have the college game on Monday. We probably should, right?
yeah, exactly. No, Monday we'll have the show, and we have the inauguration. We have all kinds of shit. No, Monday is literally like fucking. There's gonna be a lot to talk about on Monday. That's for damn sure. But we'll have a show on Monday. We'll probably go Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week, and maybe keep that until we switch to Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. But we'll keep the Mondays on for right now, probably maybe through the Super Bowl, just because we're going to always have the reaction to the Sunday game. So let's move to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting next week. Mark your calendar, subscribe to the channel, and you will see that it will tell you when we're live. You don't even need to keep a schedule. But going to that Arch Manning discussion, Quinn Ewers, maybe the dumbest person in the history of the world.
He's not going into the draft.
I don't think he's going. I don't either. I said it yesterday.
Wait, someone said he got offered a lot of money from another school, right?
He
supposedly it's Dov Kleinman, who half of it's clickbait and half of it's legitimate. He's fucking total fucking.
What school? Do we know what
crap.
school? We don't know.
But
Michigan
supposedly
State.
there was $8 million offered to him to stay, and he declared for the draft. I told Bill yesterday, I don't think he's going to the draft. He'd be fucking insane. I think this is just a ploy to try and maybe get more NIL money, and then he's going to pull out before the draft because this kid has to be fucking batshit retarded. First of all, he didn't end the season well. So that's number one. He didn't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth at the end of this year. Second of all, what round is he going?
Third.
Fifth.
Right? He can go anywhere from late second to early fifth, right? Like, you have no idea. It depends on it is a weak quarterback draft. But if you are a high second round pick, the average contract is about 4 years, $9 million, right? That 4 years, $9 million. And you're telling me you can get $8 million in 1 year playing for Michigan State or whatever fucking school it is, and have another year to do what McCord did at Syracuse, right? McCord goes over to Syracuse. All of a sudden, the kid's throwing for $350 a game.
Cam Ward at Miami.
Yeah, Cam Ward. You have a million different examples of kids who've done this, who've increased their draft stock by transferring. God, there's no way, right?
Yeah, there's no way. This is just a ploy to get more money. Period.
Why would he go to the draft? Like, I can't think of one reason.
I'm with you. I think he pulls out late. So
I'd be stunned if he's not at Michigan State next year.
That's the school. Is that
That's what I've been hearing for a month. Is that they have
I heard that too.
They have $8 million to pay somebody, and they're trying. So
yeah, I mean, dude, this will be probably the biggest mistake of anyone's life if
he's not going to go to the draft.
He can't. There's no way. I mean,
it makes negative sense.
I usually as a conspiracy theorist, I try to find at least one path, right? Like, Bill, you think he goes to the draft? Do you think there's any chance?
Yeah, I think he might.
Why?
Because the draft is weak.
So is he.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, so is the NFL quarterback class. So.
Didn't you tell me NFL quarterbacks were good like a week ago?
No.
Okay, I could have sworn you did.
The NFL quarterbacks or college quarterbacks?
NFL quarterbacks. I was like, NFL quarterbacking is terrible, and someone was like,
NFL quarterback sucks.
Yeah,
it's all trash. But it's the college class. There's really not much after the high end guys. It falls off pretty quick. But
the number one free agent is Sam Darnold.
Listen, speaking of Sam Darnold, thanks for the tee up.
Free agent is Aaron Rodgers. So
Sam Darnold, who all of you guys trusted last Monday.
Terrible decision.
Don't put me in the don't put me.
You're not.
I'll take this fucking right on the chin.
Hoffman will take an L. Bill will make a choose. Bill, what'd you say?
Then we have Daniel Jones. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you come out if you're a quarterback?
Because it has nothing to do with that. College quarterbacks aren't looking at the NFL free agent market.
That?
No.
Oh.
College quarterbacks look at one thing: their draft class. They don't care about the NFL free agent market. What the fuck would they care about that?
Well, because if there's a lot of free agent quarterbacks, then it's less of a chance of them.
They're not unless you're a top half of the draft pick. You're not starting your first year anyway.
Well,
Quinn Ewers knows he's going somewhere to be a backup.
The number one pick, and you have a quarterback. You're not taking one.
Yeah, but you're talking about a guy who's going to go in the fourth round. Like, Quinn Ewers isn't looking at like going and starting next year in the NFL. He'd be lucky to
goes to college for another year. You think he's going to be better when the class is better?
I think he's going to make $8 million more. And
faster to the NFL.
I think he's going to not get drafted in the fourth round. Yeah.
Faster to the NFL, faster to a second contract, faster to more money.
I mean, listen.
There's
Good.
money all over the place.
Oh, Tommy, he gets he gets drafted in the 4th round, like you said, 3rd or 4th round. He gets drafted by a good team.
You don't know that. Bad teams draft in that round, too. It doesn't matter.
Maybe he gets drafted by the Jets. Someone who has weapons like Denver did. And Bo Nix fucking worked out and made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, these are first-round guys.
He gets drafted by a team that needs a quarterback like the Jets.
Or maybe he becomes Patrick Mahomes' backup in Kansas City and his fucking whole career dies for the next 10 years. I mean, I can give you the other side of all that, too. The bottom line is if you got $8 million sitting in front of you right now.
That's exactly what would happen.
You got that's exactly what would happen. Kansas City Chiefs, or Bills.
He's not getting $8 million, so you're just making that.
No, it's a report that's out, Bill. I'm not.
All right. So
I can't go fact check it. I'm reading what a 500,000 person account tweeted.
Last year, the number one NIL was $6 million, which was
That's not true. I'm telling you right now, there's players that made more than $6 million last year.
Shador Sanders was the top NIL person who made $6 million.
Okay, so Carson Beck just pulled $5 million or something, right? And he sucks.
Yeah.
And he didn't get the most he could have gotten because he wanted to just
Because he wanted to play with his girlfriend. Yeah, that's why he went to Miami, because he wanted to be with his girlfriend. So if Carson Beck's getting $4 or $5 million, my mother could probably get fucking
that's
3
a great
to 6.
situation. Like I get $5 million, I get to go to
I
Miami.
get to be with my girlfriend. I get to be in Miami. I get to be in the ACC.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean
Great. That's
fucking
amazing.
Carson Beck.
A
I mean,
lot better than the NFL to me right now.
yeah. I mean, at one point this year, Ewers was a Heisman candidate to start the
Shador
season.
Sanders was the only one who made $6, and then there was 2 people who made $5, and that wasn't him. Arch Manning made $5 sitting on the bench.
And Bill, now go back. Now, when did the NIL stuff start?
Tommy, and then the 4th person was Livy Dunn, who doesn't even play fucking football.
When did this NIL madness start?
What do you mean?
What year?
A couple of years ago.
Okay. How much was everyone making 2 years ago? I guarantee it was more last year than 2 years ago. There you go. Next year it'll be higher. And I think
now April.
they're putting all these fucking rules and laws in, so these teams are going to unload the clip because they might not be able to do this again in the future.
Right? Wasn't he the highest, Bronny? He was like close to 10.
April is the where they put the rules in, so there won't be $20 million high NIL.
Right, so go get it now.
Because now there's going to be a cap. No, Tommy, it's coming in April. So
Okay, so go get it now.
Have to adjust to that when they start signing these guys.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Dave Portnoy just paid Bryce Underwood $10 million to go to Michigan. We know this. Hold on. Time out.
Okay. This year or last year?
This year.
No,
like
that's
number one
this year
quarterback
because
recruit in the country. Yeah. So we are. I'm just saying, like $8 million is not crazy.
I don't know. The top.
Yeah. I just got $10 million, but what are you talking about?
I'm talking about this year. I don't know what happened so far, Tommy. I'm talking about what happened.
Oh well, we're talking about.
So we're talking about the number
either
one
way, it
quarterback
doesn't even matter.
this
Hold on.
year
Here's
got
the thing.
$10 million.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because the whole point is now. What?
He's not a number one quarterback.
Bryce
Underwood?
What?
Of course he is.
That's the kid that switched,
Who
right?
are we
Yeah, he went from
Bryce Underwood, the kid that's going to Michigan.
Amazing. Yeah.
The kid that Portnoy brought over to Michigan. He was the number 1 or number 2 recruit in the country.
number one.
That's
Yeah.
not what we were talking about.
No, we are. We're talking about how much money people get from NIL. You said no one gets more than 4 or 5.
Now, last year, Tommy.
Oh, well, I don't care about 2007. I care about this year. Right now, it doesn't matter if you didn't know he got 10. I'm not trying to debunk you on that. I'm just telling you everything you've said from this point before is now moot because someone's getting 10. So if someone's getting 10, it could be argued that the guy who was one of the front runners for the Heisman last year can get 6, 8, 9, whatever it is. He's probably trying to get 10. But the bottom line is he'd be insane. It would be absolutely fucking insane not to because he looked like shit at the end of the year. He's coming in on a down chart, correct? Does anyone have the arrow pointing up on Quinn Ewers right now?
No.
No, even fucking Texas fans.
We're all sitting here saying, why the fuck did they put not?
Yeah, you don't want to end on that note. It's your last chance to show out. Go to a shitty ACC school and go fucking dominate the fucking Virginias of the world and fucking do what McCord did, right? Go to a weaker conference, go dominate that conference, and then your draft stock will go up. What else we got, Hoff, from Talking Points?
That's about it. Right?
Yeah, not much going on right now. It really isn't. So let's talk about Zab. Obviously, what we have to do, we haven't talked about it yet. Los Angeles Rams, absolute fucking mollywop of Minnesota. Told you guys on the show, do not trust Sam Darnold. Once someone sees ghosts, They always see ghosts. That is a personality trait. That is not a one-off. You're either that type of person or you're not. And Darnold looked like he'd never played football again.
It was over after one drive. The first play was like an Aaron Jones pitch play to the right, and I knew the game was over.
I mean,
Yeah, you and Siege were right on the ball. I'll give you guys kudos on that. I thought Sam would kind of bounce back and have a good game. I thought it'd be more middle of the road, but that Rams team just came to play. The defense looked phenomenal. They were getting pressure all night. Vikings offensive line couldn't stop anybody. So, yeah.
Well, and let me tell you why, because me and Bill were just arguing this before the show, because Bill was like, they didn't protect Sam Darnold. Here's what happens. When you realize a quarterback cannot complete a pass and is seeing ghosts, you bring the house every play. So because of Sam Darnold's inefficiency, and Zab, we talked about it on the show, the pressure rates, right? Stafford's amazing under pressure in the blitz, as you brought up, and he looked phenomenal as they were bringing the house. So they started backing off blitzing as that was going on. Whereas the other way around, the Rams were bringing some pressure early and realized, holy shit, this dude can't complete a pass. We just need to keep attacking. So, you know, when you're bringing more guys than they can block, you're going to get to the quarterback. It's the quarterback's job to complete those little drop-offs to Jones, drop-offs to Hawkinson, slants to Jefferson to back the defense off, and he never did. So they just kept coming at him like a pack of wolves all game, and Darnold could do nothing to stop it.
And he had open wide receivers.
Yeah.
And he held on to the ball, and he would not throw it. Like you said, he was seeing ghosts still. He was just – he looked terrible. I don't know. That might have been one of the worst games he's played this year. So.
Just to go back to that Underwood guy, he got $3 million, not 10. He got.
I'm telling you,
No, he got 10 million.
It's not $3 million. Like, I don't know where these fucking numbers you're getting. They're just wrong.
He got $10 million for 4 years.
We got $10 million.
For 4 years.
He's not staying there 4 years.
No, it's not. It's not for 4 years.
It is.
Dave Portnoy's literally said this out loud, like on numerous.
Dave Portnoy donated $3 million towards.
Yeah, and the Ellison person gave 10.
Yeah, for a 4-year deal.
It's no way it's a 4-year.
It is. I'm reading the article.
He had $6 million for 1 year from LSU.
Why don't we just do this? Why don't we
The
just do this?
articles are wrong.
Here's the way to do it. Here's an easy way to do it. Bill, we'll just do a bet. If Quinn Ewers stays in college, what's the over-under?
Term option under center. They made Underwood an offer he could not refuse. Their 4-year deal was reportedly worth $10 million.
A year.
Their 4-year deal was reportedly worth $10 million, with some reports saying that he could make up to $12 million during his time at the 4 years at Ann Arbor.
There's no way he only got $3 million. I'm just telling you right now.
I mean, he might have. Listen. He might have. Listen.
Who's right? The guy who wrote the article or you guys?
I mean, listen. What I'm telling you, Bill, I will bet you any amount of money that Quinn Ewers gets over $5 million if he stays in college. That was my point. Can he get $6 million, $8 million? Yes.
Yeah.
So he will get that. And we'll see. I think all these guys are going to start making more money because they're going to have to cut it down.
$1 million or $8 million.
Dude, they paid Carson Beck fucking. Did you see what Carson Beck is the worst quarterback in college football?
And he didn't even try to negotiate.
He had NFL wide receivers on his fucking team. I mean, I still couldn't.
Well, all right. Hold on. The Georgia receivers were terrible this year. All they did was
listen, they're terrible compared to what the Georgia wide receivers normally are, right? So Georgia wide receivers did lead the fucking league in drops or whatever. That's quarterback to me. When you start looking at talented wide receivers, they're a factory every single year. And all of a sudden this year with Beck, they're all dropping passes. I mean, they had talented guys on that fucking field. When you look at
dropped
Smith,
him when Stockton was the quarterback too, though. Like, it wasn't just Beck.
No, it was one game. But either way, we'll see. Like, let's get off Ewers NIL shit. Let's stay back on what we're talking about. So the problem with this week, so Siege, we got the Rams right. You guys got the Vikings. Bill, do you want to say anything about the Vikings?
Yeah, I think Sam Darnold couldn't throw the ball. Something happened. He just couldn't throw it. But nobody's talking about the offensive line, who just completely got destroyed and got killed in that game.
No, we just mentioned it because
9 sacks.
What are you supposed to do? When the guy holds on the ball for 5 minutes, what is the offensive line supposed to do?
Left tackle gave up 2 sacks and 8 hurries. The right tackle gave up 2 sacks.
We talked about that before the game.
I just said that.
We just talked about it.
Bill, we just talked about it while you were researching Underwood.
Professional media.
Okay, so I'm telling you that if the quarterback can't complete any passes on the first 2 drives and is seeing ghost, you are going to blitz every single fucking play. So when you get down 20 and you can't complete a pass and they're bringing 7, 8 guys every time, you can't block anybody because there's 8 guys coming against 5. So because Darnold couldn't complete a pass to back them off, that's why they brought 8. And that's why he got sacked. So it's his fault.
He's still going to get $25 million a year, $30 million a year. So I mean, what does it?
Pivot.
He doesn't give a fuck.
So what do you think Darnold makes now? How much did he just cost? I think he cost himself $100 million.
He's going to get
At least
$30 million from someone next year.
For who? From who?
A bunch of teams who don't have quarterback.
So it only takes one.
The Steelers, I guess, are the stupid team that would do it.
Nah.
I mean, I think he was looking at Bill told me that day, he's only 27. I thought he was older than that.
But like, where's he gonna? Like, the Raiders are gonna go get Aaron Rodgers
Well,
and Devontae Adams.
there's reports that the Steelers and Art Smith didn't want to go anywhere near changing of the quarterback, and the whole time they didn't get along, and he never wanted to make the change to begin with, and now they're out again in the first.
I mean, dude, and if there's anyone we should trust about that, that's Art Smith. We know that guy's got a strong track record of making good decisions.
No, he's not coming to New York. Back to New York.
God, that would be so great as a
Oh my
pass.
God,
he'll
I'd
never
kill
come. He
myself.
won't even come here. But
No,
He's
I'm
gonna-
saying either team, Giants or Jets. He's not going
he's
to
gonna
either.
get 25, 30 million, and that'll be it.
I mean, is there anyone out there who's going to give Sam Darnold a 4-year
the
deal now?
Vikings probably might give him a year.
No chance. No,
I don't
they're
think so.
no chance. They're going to JJ McCarthy. 100%.
McCarthy is not even going to be ready for opening day. So
He'll be
why would
ready.
you do that?
He'll be ready. and
Because you're going to go get like I said from the beginning, Darnold's out of Minnesota, 100%. They're going to go get a rental veteran and McCarthy. That's what they're going to have. So they'll go have a Russell Wilson, maybe an Aaron Rodgers, maybe someone like that who's only got a year or so in him with McCarthy, so they could do kind of what Atlanta should have done with Cousins, like a 1-year deal with Cousins while you're getting Penix ready, not 4 for $150 million or $200 million or whatever he got. But I mean, Minnesota's going to go get a veteran, and then they got to see what they have out of McCarthy, because you can't have McCarthy sit for another year. You're going on year 3, you lose all the value in the contract at that point.
And they've set up their whole payout structure is basically to have a rookie quarterback and like go for it next year. Like that's the whole point of their the way their books are set up. Like they're going to reload on defense. They're going to get another weapon. Like they're set up to just be a dominant force next year, as long as it's not
Minnesota's going to go out and get a Jameis Winston or a Joe
exactly.
Flacco to
Russell
hold
Wilson,
over.
Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, someone who's like a year or two is willing to
Yeah,
mentor.
JJ's
Not
not
like that, but they
gonna
want a
play.
guy that's going to be cool when JJ McCarthy's ready to come. That he's not going to throw a hissy fit. Like
They need someone who knows that by week 8, JJ McCarthy's going to be the quarterback, if not
JJ
week 1.
McCarthy, he'll be the starter by week
And
2.
honestly, JJ McCarthy sucks, so he's not going to be good.
he
But
doesn't
with
suck.
McConnell,
Talking about JJ McCarthy sucked in college.
no, I get it. But under McConnell, anyone can succeed. Sam Darnold just did. So a fucking Kirk Cousins looked like a fucking superstar under McConnell. Anyone could succeed in that offense as long as you make the right decisions. So the one thing about McCarthy is he is smart. And he is someone who's been there a full year now to learn the offense. He's not going to be a true rookie, even though he didn't play any snaps. He's still going to have a year under McConnell's system, a year to learn, a year to watch, which I always think is better. So I think he'll be a game manager, Alex Smith type for that offense at his ceiling. I don't think he's ever
He'll
going to
be better than that.
I don't think McCarthy's very good. McCarthy wasn't even good in college. I think his ceiling is Alex Smith, honestly. But
there is
I mean,
a
listen,
lot of steam of Ben Johnson going to the Raiders.
Yeah.
that would be crazy. Listen, here's what happens. If Ben Johnson goes to the Raiders, buckle up, because something crazy is happening with the Raiders, because we're starting to hear everything. Raiders everywhere, right? So,
Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams back to the Raiders.
Yeah, you may be seeing something fucking like monstrosity happening in Vegas.
Tom
with
Brady's
Brady.
going to be going to these guys. Hey,
Yeah.
man, we're going to build a monster team. You get Ben Johnson there. Bowers is going to go to the moon even more. He's going to be.
Bowers might break the NFL record.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Like even Aaron Rodgers in his current form with Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, and Brock Bowers,
Oh,
Yeah.
with Ben Johnson as the coach.
Dude, it doesn't matter
Have a
who's there. If
running
Ben
back.
Johnson's the coach, it's fucking like that's why I said this year is do or die. There's a chance Ben Johnson stays at Detroit. Obviously, he gets a tremendous pay raise as the OC. But I mean, the second Ben Johnson leaves Detroit, Detroit falls off a cliff, and whoever the fuck else gets him shoots through the roof.
I mean, maybe, but again, like we've seen this with Sean McVay, right? Like we don't think Sean McVay is the world's best coach, but he keeps hiring really good coordinators. So just to say like, oh, Detroit's gonna be terrible, like Dan Campbell might just have the next Ben Johnson in the pipeline. Like we don't know that.
I think Dan Campbell got a little lucky with Ben Johnson there. Dan Campbell
Maybe, but again,
really easy
like,
to go for it every fourth down when you have Ben Johnson calling the plays on fourth down.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see what happens. But again, like good people,
maybe good people will go to him. But I mean, listen, you're talking Ben Johnson's like generational. You know, he's like Shanahan level. Like you're talking about a guy who's literally doing things right now and innovating. He's changing football. That's the thing. He's not just calling good plays. Like everything I've been screaming about for 3 years. Why don't we do more flea flickers? Why don't we do more fake punts? He's doing all of it, right? Like so you could just see he's a visionary. He's more than just a good offensive coordinator. And listen,
I'm really
whoever
curious
gets
what
Ben
happens
Johnson,
when he takes over that head coaching role.
that's what you got to worry about.
That's my worry with Ben Johnson is he's just laser focused on offensive coordination right now and getting the offense right.
If I'm Ben Johnson, I rape Detroit over the coals for as much money as I can get. I become the highest ever paid offensive coordinator. I stay there for another 2 years probably because you got a chance with this Detroit team to have something special for the next few years. Yeah. If you can keep Ben Johnson there, they should overpay. He should stay because he's still young. He's not old. He's got plenty of time to be a head coach. I would try and go. I think if they win a Super Bowl this year, he's gone. If they don't, they have a better chance of keeping him, honestly, because I think you need to go try and get that chip with this team for that city. More than anything. If it was any other city but Detroit or Cleveland or something like that, but to win a Super Bowl in Detroit for a team that's been notoriously the doormat of the world, if I'm Ben Johnson, I go make sure I get that done before I go anywhere, personally. But let's talk a little bit about the look ahead for this weekend. Tomorrow's show, we'll go into more of the bets and stuff. But Hoff, what are you thinking about look ahead this weekend? We got Saturday. I think Saturday's game's Chiefs, right? Chiefs play on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Texans, Chiefs,
Texans, and Commanders, Lions, and then we have Rams, Eagles, Ravens, Bills on Sunday. So what's first reaction, Hoff?
I'm more excited for Sunday than I am for Saturday. That's first reaction.
That's for damn sure. And again, the Texans play the first game of the fucking Texans kicking off Saturday like they do every single fucking time.
That's my first reaction to that.
Yeah. You think Texas got a shot to hang in here? Anyone?
No.
Bill?
No.
Zap?
Nah.
No.
Probably not.
I think they got a shot to cover. I mean, I'm not going to take them to cover, but
yeah, I'm not going to take them to cover. But
the Chiefs never cover. But
yeah, Chiefs never cover. It's a primetime game. We know it'll be
they've been better at
fast.
covering the last couple
they
of weeks.
might cover this one.
So.
Yeah, I mean it's 41 total in this game, right? So we're not really looking at. You don't need to put up too many points to cover a double-digit number if you get that up. What's it, 9.5 or 9 right now? I don't think anyone's really excited about that game. Washington, Detroit. So the thing I'm pissed about is this fucking goddamn fucking Tampa loss. Like, it not because Tampa lost and we lost bets on it, because it fucked up the whole goddamn bracket for my Rams. I needed the Rams against Detroit. I think this is the exact matchup I wanted, the exact team I wanted. I wanted Rams, Detroit, Tommy Hoffman, head-to-head, me and Slop, everything.
Bad with you.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted. We'll talk about that in a minute. I wanted that Detroit Rams battle more than anything in the world. One, because I wanted Stafford in warm weather, but two, I think this was the game, right? This was the thing everyone would have been all jacked up about. The Rams beat Detroit. I don't care what anyone fucking says last year. Rams won that game. They dominated that game, in my opinion, against Detroit. I wanted that rematch back on. I think the game was, 30-29 or some shit? It was like a 1-point game or something last year. But they outgained them by like 100 yards. They should have won the fucking game, and they didn't. I wanted the revenge. Stafford versus Goff. I mean, we may get it in the NFC Championship, but I'm pretty pissed that this is fucking Washington. You guys think Washington can hang with Detroit?
Yeah, why not?
I think this is the second week in a row. If Tommy is right and people do their weekend long bet.
Yeah, it's laid up for you, Bill, this week.
It's You just go right down the
Kansas City, Detroit, Philly. Like that's just
City,
put up
yeah,
minus
Ohio
one.
State to it if you want.
Kansas City, Detroit, Philly, Ravens, right down the board, all the favorites.
Well, no, I don't even think you do the Ravens because I think what they're going to do, and this isn't me, this is what people are going to do.
Plus 268.
Kansas City, Detroit, Eagles is literally plus 100.
Yeah, but then you
That's-
just hedge on the last one. 'Cause
Yeah, I think everyone, listen, here's how this is.
it's the last game, so you get plus 268, and then you get a plus.
Bill, no one
100
hedges. Public doesn't hedge. Public doesn't even know what hedging
You
is.
get a plus 100 hedge with the Bills.
Public doesn't hedge.
I think everybody's going to go right down the board.
They're just listen. Here's what they're going to do. I'm just tell you, just like I told you, everyone would do 2 or 3 parlays last week, and they all did. Here's what they're going to do this week. They're going to go Chiefs, Lions,
You
Eagles.
told me they were going to lose last week.
Well, forget about it. You told me the fucking Rams are going to lose. If you want to go there, it's a pivot by you again. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm talking about 3 favorites at plus 100 is the bet.
You just do the 4 favorites at 268.
Bill, it's not a favorite. They're minus 1.
Yeah.
What are we talking
We're
about?
gonna
No
look
one
at
does
that.
that. Literally, the whole theory is chalk big money line favorites.
I'm going to do it.
You could do it, but Hoffman, am I
You're
right?
gonna lose.
Yeah, Bill Hoffman, am I right?
Right.
It's chalk big money line favorites. It's not minus 112s. There's
I'm gonna
3.
go right down the line. And
We're
then
not talking about you.
And then I added Ohio State into the other one. I mean,
That's-
I've got Ohio State, Notre Dame at plus 1,800 anyway for them to be the 2 finalists since the start of the tournament. So I don't have to do anything with that anyway. But
Well, that's already over. That already won.
yeah, I understand that. So
That's over. That's
I'm
done.
gonna bet the game anyway. I'm going to bet Ohio State. I'm going to add Ohio State onto the end of that parlay.
That makes more sense than adding Baltimore
I'm
Buffalo.
gonna
I
do
think.
Ravens also, but I'm going to do plus. It's going to be plus 3 something. I'm just going to tack it on.
And it's gonna lose when the Ravens lose.
Well, I still know it's going to lose.
I'll hedge, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
but that doesn't
course
matter.
so.
The point of this discussion, Zab, is the public loves to take big money line favorites and get to even money. That's what we've talked about for 5 straight years. I don't know where the fuck this 118 is coming into it. Because Hoffman, we've done this show every fucking day for 3 years, and it's always been minus 250s we talk about.
Because it's minus 101, and if you add the plus 1.
Yeah, and then if you add fucking over 44, you can get plus 600. And if you add fucking North Carolina tomorrow, like, that's not what it is. It's a money line parlay, Zab. Talk to this fucking kid. What is he talking about? It's his thing. It's literally your theory.
I know it's gonna
Your
happen.
theory is money line favorites.
The public's going to do what Tommy did, and then if the Eagles are winning by a substantial amount, they're going to go and bet whoever they think is going to win the last game.
Yes, that's a standalone game that everyone wants to watch, everyone wants to see.
That's why it's the last one, too.
Yes, you don't need. They're not going to add anything in that game to those.
You can,
It's a
you
coin
can
flip game.
bet.
It's a coin flip game.
Yeah,
Unless
you don't
you-
understand. If you're going to get 3 for minus 101 and it's a win, they already think, to add the other one for plus 268.
No one does that.
Hedge. You have an automatic
The public doesn't do
You
that.
have a win on 268 instead of a minus 101. It doesn't make sense.
Bill,
Zab, you
Bill.
talk to him.
I don't disagree.
Yes, the sports books exist because everyone does.
CJ, let Zab go. Go, Zab.
But the people that you're referring to aren't going to hedge. They're going to be
Guys,
like, oh, I
I'm
already got
the
rate.
public. That's
No, you're not. You're a handicapper.
You're
Yes,
not.
I am.
Bill, you bet
Bill,
50
you're-
times a day. You're not the public.
Yes, but I put in these parlays, Tommy. That's what it is.
Bill.
Bill just called himself the public.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
That's what I
He
bet.
went from
Low.
he wanted lead sports handicapper before, now he's public.
That's how I bet, though. I bet those and I added on. That's how
But
it's
I
done.
get
I
that.
mean, we
You do that. But you're like a little sharper than the average Joe at the bar.
Better. That's what I'm going to do, bro.
I agree that you
Hoffman.
Hoffman do, but
it's always he only looks from his eyes. Hoffman, we've been doing these every holiday, every fucking primetime day, every weekend, every playoff for what?
Every year.
Hoffman, you've been with me for what? 8 years?
With
We've been
some-
together 8 years. Bill's been on this show for 4. Have you ever heard a 118 added to the primetime public parlay?
No.
In 4 years.
No.
Yes. When it's the last one and you're getting plus 260 and it's an automatic win on the hedge, it doesn't make sense. What are you talking about?
so why not split your bet in half and put
Someone help.
Buffalo on one side and Ravens on the
No
other
one's
side?
hedging.
Why would I do a minus 101 when I can do a plus 268 and just hedge to plus 100? Doesn't make any sense.
I'll go to the sports book right now. It's down the street. They're fucking morons are there
Great,
right
I
now
just
betting. You want me
pulled
to
my
go there and
cord
ask
out.
them?
Yelling
I'll
at them.
fucking go. It's right Tuesday. I can walk there. I know they're all over there fucking betting what they're doing. The fucking idiots.
Hold on. I just pulled my cord out.
We can still hear you, Tommy, by the way.
Oh my god! Now he's gone.
Now you're gone. We had you. Now you're gone.
And then I'm going to add Ohio State for the plus.
No one does that, Bill. No one. I literally have to go to the FanDuel Sportsbook every night. I drive over to the FanDuel Sportsbook every night. I sit next to these idiots every night. No one has ever put a minus 118 in a money line parlay. Ever.
Ohio
Of course,
State.
as long as it's the last play.
No, they have never put minus 118.
That's what you do on a big money line. You put it so you get a plus money on the last one for a hedge. That's how
No
you
one
bet.
has ever
That's
done
how
that
you
in
bet.
their lives.
Yes, you
Ever.
have. I do it all the time.
Well, that's congratulations, Bill. You do it. No one else has done it.
They
There's
do.
not one
You
person in the
put the
chat that's
last
ever done it.
You put the last bet of your money line parlay so that you get a plus money on the other side to
Hold on.
hedge.
Has
all
anyone in the chat
time.
ever done that?
That's
Yes. or
No.
Parlay.
No one in the chat's done it. No one in the Discord's done it. The
That's
Discord.
what they do. Nobody's been to the sports book more than me. And
That's okay. Incorrect. I literally have to go every single day.
Okay.
Incorrect.
I've been there for 4 years.
All right.
I
so-
literally have to go every day to make bets.
okay,
I can't
so-
bet in Missouri.
So I could kind of hear from downstairs. Bill, are you saying the public hedges?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Is that what you're fucking saying right now out of your face? You're saying the public hedges.
I mean, on a last part of a parlay. I don't. What are we wrong?
No.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Bro, I don't know. There's 4 of us saying one thing and you're saying the other.
You're wrong.
We're all wrong.
Yes. You could be wrong, Tommy. Like you were. I was wrong in Minnesota. You were wrong.
Bill, no, don't pivot. Pivot. Here comes a pivot.
You were wrong that one
Bill.
team was going to lose, and it didn't. It's not going to happen
No,
again.
that's a prediction. This is not a prediction. I don't have to predict what the swamp at FanDuel is going to do. They all got Costco tickets. They're like this long with minus 1,000s on them. They try to get to even money with big favorites. That's what Hoffman. This is what the game's been for 7 years of us doing this show. I have no idea where. All right, they're gonna have the Ravens, even though it's 50-50 on who likes the Ravens and the Bills. How could it be the chalk parlay if everyone's on a different side of the last game?
Let's go through it right now. Who does everyone here like? We know Seeds and you like the Bills.
So let's start with and we'll give the bets and everything and the props and all that tomorrow. Obviously, there's not much going on in sports today. So I'll start. Chiefs win. I think the Lions win. I do want the number. I want the 10 for the Commanders, especially with Jaden Daniels being, able to come around in the fourth
Tommy,
quarter.
just bet the over in team total overs.
Yeah, and the total's 56. Keep in mind. So I'm
Doesn't-
looking
it
at.
doesn't- it doesn't matter.
It does. I'll be looking at a live over in that game because I don't like betting.
You're gonna be. It's gonna be over 60. Every team
I'll
total
take
that's been over 30.5 this year. There's been 3 examples, and they've all gone. Every team total's gone over 40.5.
Right. So
40,
none of them were playoff games. And if you look at the playoff games,
Have you seen the Commanders' defense?
27-9, 23-20, 22-10, 31-7, 28-14, 32.
Okay, those are the shitty playoff teams. The shitty playoff teams are gone now.
Dude. Games go under. So yes, I'm not disagreeing that that's a play, but I don't want to hit it live. I think
enjoy your 60.5.
I won't hit it then. I mean, I don't have to bet it. I'm going to have other bets on it. So if I can't get the number I want, I always say in playoffs, bowl games, slow starts. You always teams start slow and then
Ben Johnson's the world's best coordinator. He's the best that there's ever been, but they're going to start slow.
Hey, listen, that's awesome. I wish them all the best. But last year, they played the fucking Rams in the first round. And he scored 24 points. He's the best coordinator in the goddamn world because they started slow. So
this team is way better than last year.
Totally fine with it. I like the Commanders plus the points, and I like the Chiefs on the money line and parlays. Siege, what are you on? You're on, obviously, Lions and Chiefs.
Chiefs, Lions team total over. I'm not even sure I'm going to lay the points. I'm just going to take the Lions team total overs all the way up to whatever. And I think the max I can get is 42.5 plus 600. I'll take that. This game's going to be in the 70s.
70s.
It's going to be in the 70s.
What?
It's going to be in the 70s.
Siege says everything like it's going to happen.
No, I think this game's going to be 42-30. I don't think either team defense is getting a stop.
Listen, I hope it is.
I mean, neither
That'd be great
defense
for all of us.
I mean,
Yeah,
neither,
but it
Their
was a same
defense
game
looked pretty
parlay.
good against Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I
Tampa
hope
Bay
it
was
is.
slow, and they had Todd Bowles, who's a fucking idiot, and kicking
Guys
field
all
goals.
picked them to win.
Yeah, and,
Well, I mean,
he
they
did
still
it,
should've won
and
the
that they still should have won the game. But Todd Bowles was the reason they lost the game.
Double sucks.
Yeah.
Hoffman, what do you think?
Dan Quinn's a great coach. I was wrong on the. I didn't
I agree with
emphasize the
you.
coaching enough.
I think that the Lions will win, but I think the Commanders will cover.
You think Lions win, Commanders cover? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Zap.
I'm gonna go. I think Chiefs win, Lions win. I think Commanders cover, but Lions win. And for that Rams-Eagles game, I'll tell you who's gonna win.
Oh, we'll go there. We'll go there next. Bill?
You already told you.
Oh, you got Theo ready?
Oh yeah,
All
I
right,
can tell
hold
you
on.
who's gonna win.
All right.
Eagles are gonna win.
Oh, now you're an Eagles fan? What happened to your Steelers?
Staying in the state.
Pennsylvania, right?
Well, I gotta stay with Pennsylvania.
You do it. All right, I'll take the other side.
Well,
I got the Rams.
The Steelers, but they have been. Well, I still like the Steelers, but they have been losing a lot.
Yeah, we got to switch over to Philly, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go with the Eagles. I'm going with the Rams. So we're 1-1, right? Me and you?
Yeah, 1-1.
All right, so this is a tiebreaker. This is a big one.
Yeah.
You willing to risk it all on the Eagles? Yeah, we'll do half. We'll do half.
Yeah.
Do half on the Eagles. So you go shoveling today?
Yeah.
I heard about your TNC shoveling company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys do driveways in New Jersey?
No.
It's only like a 10-hour ride.
Yeah. Well, we shoveled our driveway and our neighbors.
I know. It's a good thing to learn, right? That's good. So,
Yeah.
did they say thank you?
Made her cry, huh?
I made her cry.
Ah, boy.
Because I did it. Because me and Dad did it really good.
That's it. You got to start a business. So we'll start a little GoFundMe for you for TNC shoveling. All right, Theo, get ready for a video. I got one coming for you this weekend. You better. I want props. I want everything in the video I got.
Okay.
All right, swords, bring it all. All right, later, buddy.
Yeah.
Later. All right, so Theo's on Philly. Zab, you're on what in that game?
Rams, the points. I think it's a tight game.
I'm scared of this game. This is the matchup I did not want, even though I think the Eagles suck. I do not want Stafford in the cold. That's
my thing.
That's the worst thing I wanted. We saw what he did in the rain against San Fran, throwing balls into the fucking stands. There's a kid who's been playing even though he did play in Detroit, they had a lot of bad games in the cold out there in Detroit. Detroit plays in a dome. Dude, LA team. This is just it's the worst. They did everything I wanted them to do Monday, right? I'm looking like I'm ready to go on Slop Show and just start pounding them Rams to the Super Bowl. But this is the one spot you can't have. Dude, short week. They played on Monday, which is bullshit that they get one day less. They had the fires, so they had to fly out of L.A. to Arizona to play a game. They had to travel back to L.A. Now they have to travel all the way cross country to Philadelphia and play in fucking 20-degree weather with snow. As the biggest Rams supporter in the country right now, I'm scared to death. I don't know if they win the game. I really don't. I'm going to take the points, obviously. But, Bill, that's a lot of factors going against them right there.
Yeah, no, I don't like the Rams.
I don't like this. I don't like the way they did this scheduling. The scheduling is bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
I'm taking the -6 to the bank. I'm going to fucking bet it everywhere. I don't give a fuck. They're going to smack this team.
They might. I don't like this.
They're going to get – Rams are going to score 17 maximum, and Philadelphia is just going to –
I don't like this.
If Philadelphia
I don't like it one
doesn't
bit.
turn the ball over, it's going to be a –
If Philly doesn't turn the ball over, that's like saying like if Rainbow
They
had
didn't last
unicorns.
week, okay? I'm just saying if they don't turn it over, they're going to fucking smack them.
Listen.
They can
obviously,
maybe turn it over once. If you get 2 times, then I would be a little worried.
I've been on the Rams all year. I don't think this is a personnel thing.
I'm
I think
taking
this is
-6 all over.
there's a weather disadvantage.
Jalen Hurts hasn't turned the ball over in like 8 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't see any turnovers coming out of him. He's been very careful with the football.
Yeah, he's been too careful on us. He just we'll just check it down and punt the ball away.
I mean, that's all I have to do. He's only got to
say
throw
I've
for
noticed.
150.
One thing I will say I've
run
noticed
over
is
him.
he's not going over the middle of the field that much, which kind of concerns me. And I'm seeing that, and the fucking defensive coordinators are seeing it. So
I hate.
concerns me a little bit.
He's thrown
But-
one interception since September 22nd.
Everything's to the outside, which is
But
fucking.
here's the thing,
One-
Hoffman.
Zap,
Here's the thing,
pick.
Hoffman.
One pick since September 22nd.
Zap.
That doesn't mean
The-
anything.
The Rams are an outside
mean
wide.
anything.
The Rams are an outside wide receiver funnel, which plays perfectly into Hurts because Hurts throws the ball outside. So
I
that
love
actually-
AJ Brown this week. Like fucking, let's go.
Did you see?
Read
Did you
the
see that
book.
book?
Let's go. We're getting
That
we're
book he was reading's up like 5,000% on.
No,
No,
5,000,000%, I
5
think it
million.
was, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
I think
book
like one person bought it before that game. Yeah, it was something insane. But my favorite thing is that A.J. Brown comes out and says he reads it every game, and Jalen Hurts, his own quarter. I told you, these two fucking hate each other, these two. Jalen Hurts comes out and says he's never seen him read a book before. He's like, I've seen him carry. Dude, Jalen Hurts goes, I've seen him carry a book around. I've never seen him read a book before. But maybe he
the
does.
Hurts daughter's godfather too.
I mean, dude, that's part of the reason why, dude, if this game's neutral site, warm weather, or in LA, I'm all the way the fuck in on the Rams on this.
This is
Just 1 week less to prepare, 1 day less to prepare, cold weather, and multiple travel, and fires with your family back home. I mean, you have literally everything to go wrong for the Rams in this spot. So if the Rams win this game, keep in mind, Stafford has been great in the playoffs in his career, right? So if the Rams win this game, please give me Lions-Rams NFC Championship, please. Hoff, you're coming right here. You're sitting right fucking
I'll
next
come
to
right
me.
there.
And me and you are just, but we're not even going to punch each other. We're just going to punch fucking Bill in the face. Because that's
If
way
What do you
more
guys think
fun.
about that from Hulk Hogan? That's kind of interesting.
What?
I don't like that. The comment. I put it up.
Lamar, Allen, Daniels, Hurts, all get a rushing
All
touchdown this week.
quarterbacks. Go.
I mean, they're all running quarterbacks, yeah. Definitely. Like
I
that.
think Jalen Hurts is the one that gets you. I think this game goes under, to be honest. Like for all the reasons we've mentioned, right? Like the
Oh,
Rams,
this game could totally end 17-13 or something. Yeah, I would not be shocked by that.
yeah, 43.5 feels a little high.
Yeah, and then let's talk about so Tim just said travel's been nuts for the Ram. I mean, forget
Yeah,
about travel, just the fact that when you're going home, you're going into fire. Like you're flying home into fire
might
and
not even
houses
have a home.
burning down and your family members you got to check on and shit. Like you're the guy with the money in the family, right? Like you're the guy with the mansion, who has to have your family members come live with you if you're not in the fire itself. It's a lot. It's a
It's
lot.
a bad spot, but if the Rams if they somehow win this game, they will absolutely
going
beat
Super Bowl.
whoever's left. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to Super Bowl. That's the thing. If they win this game, they're going to Super Bowl. Plus, listen, you do have the conspiracy narrative, right? You do have the fucking wildfire fucking Super Bowl here. And then the final game of the night, Bill, you're the one who want to put this in parlays. You're so certain of it. So you like the Ravens, I'm assuming.
You like the Ravens? I'm not certain. It's just a hedge spot. But yeah, I'm on the Ravens anyway. I think they win.
All right, so you're on the Ravens. Zab, what do you like in this one?
I think I'm going with Buffalo. I think it's their year. Their defense has been playing pretty well for the last couple of weeks. Their secondary has been solid. Zay Flowers is probably out in this game, so they're just going to focus on shutting down Derrick Henry in this running game. So
I love the spot for the Bills. I think a fun play is to tease all four of these games. I think you turn around here and you take the Rams in a low-scoring game that we all think, you do a 7, 7.5, 6, whatever point teaser you want. An 8-point teaser on FanDuel, it's usually pretty generous, gets you plus 150 on these four. So you can get the Bills plus 9.5, Rams plus 14.5 in a low-scoring game, Commanders plus 16.5, or flip it the other way and get Detroit on the money line, and then Chiefs basically on the money line minus a half. So, Hoff, you may do Chiefs, Detroit, and then get the Rams plus 14. You could actually throw the Eagles in there if you want it. But teasers in playoffs have been a very profitable strategy over the years to the point where some books in Vegas, I don't know if they still do, probably not anymore with the legalized gambling over the country, used to literally ban teasers in the playoffs, because the lines tend to be a little bit sharper. Obviously not the same thing, but I like that. I like teasing all four of these games.
My whole thing with the Ravens, but I just feel like the Ravens have a better chance to beat the Chiefs and the Bills. Like, and I would rather see that than the fucking. I just don't know. I just don't know. Zay is hard.
I think.
If Zay plays, I'll probably bet on the Ravens, but I just think they have a.
Here's the problem: if Zay plays, he's not healthy.
I know
Yeah,
this.
I don't
I
think- yeah.
know. I'm just saying. I
He
just
hasn't
feel
been
like the Ravens
practicing.
have a better team.
He's not playing.
I feel like the Ravens have a better overall team, and I feel like they have a better chance to beat the Chiefs.
I feel like the Chiefs do have some level of mind control over Josh Allen, obviously. And obviously you're going into I mean, the Chiefs are really.
I just want to see the best games.
I hate to be Rex Ryan here, but the Chiefs, if this game doesn't go well to start for the Texans, Chiefs could maul them, right? Like this could be like a 1.5 for the Chiefs here if they can get off to a good start in this one. We've seen them do this a lot of times in the playoffs when they get leads. That's why I'm a little worried about Kelsey props and stuff. If they get a little lead, you might just see Kelsey staying into block over rotations. That's gonna be a pretty.
Xavier Worthy in that game for some. Like I think he's gonna have a great game.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about the props and everything tomorrow. I'm just saying for the rest factor for the winner of Baltimore-Buffalo, Baltimore-Buffalo should be a fucking rock fight, right? That should be an absolute war. So,
It's gonna be like 2 degrees there?
Not to mention you have the Chiefs getting the extra day of rest, right? Because the Chiefs play first thing Saturday, and Baltimore plays late night Sunday. How do you make the schedule like that? How is that possible? AFC, it doesn't matter, dude.
Texans always play first.
That's insane. It has to be AFC on Saturday, NFC on Sunday. They're giving the Chiefs an extra day of rest after a bye. That's not fair. That's a big deal when you only have a week to prepare. That's a monster deal.
Get the 1 seed next time.
Is it because they're the 1 seed?
But the 1 seed gets you the bye. That's your reward for the 1 seed. You
also get extra rest. You also get extra rest.
Dude, why don't you just put him in the Super Bowl then? You're going to give him extra rest. You're going to give him the bye. You earned the bye. You didn't have to play last week. That was your reward for the 1 seed. Your other reward is you get to play at home against the weakest seed in week 2. Now what? You get an extra day of rest too on a team you beat by 1 game. So you get a bye. You get a fucking home game early, and you get the weakest opponent versus a team you had 1 more win. Then no, that's not. Bye doesn't get you a bye to the Super Bowl.
It doesn't get you a bye. The Bills can win the game.
Who should be playing on? Why can't you flip those? Why can't you put the Chiefs Sunday night and the Ravens Bills on Saturday? And give the team that just played last week an extra day. I mean, it's clearly that they're trying to make this Detroit, Kansas City in the Super Bowl. You know, that's why they did it this way because it just doesn't make sense.
I also think what should happen is whoever fucking wins this game should be given the fucking MVP trophy on the fucking field after it. Like this should be for the fucking MVP.
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
I do. All right, let's get to some bets here. So, Siege, talk us through injuries and stuff in the NBA. What are we looking at? What's the slate? Small slate tonight, right?
Yeah, 5 games. It's actually a pretty clean injury slate for us finally. Really only the news that we're waiting on is Tyrese Halliburton. Everybody else has basically already been ruled out. Just a couple good spots here. The Kings up against the Rockets. We were on the Rockets yesterday morning, and then we got the late Jokic scratch, which was fantastic. We got like 200 cents of CLV on that. But this is a bad spot now. Houston's flying into Sacramento on the back-to-back against a rested Kings team. So I like the Kings -4. And then the Clippers, I know they won by $65 million last night, so their starters didn't play a lot of minutes, but they are flying to Portland on a back-to-back. And Portland, as Tommy I'm sure knows, has the highest strip club quantity per capita. So it's always a sneaky spot when NBA players, especially James Harden, go to Portland. So I do like Portland plus a 7.5, and I like them to win the game outright.
Yeah, I don't go above like San Fran on that coast. That's all the fucking weird people, purple hairs and earrings this big up that way. I don't touch the Pacific Northwest. So,
but I'm sure you knew though that Portland has a ton of.
I did not actually. Shockingly, I did not.
Oh wow, that seems right up your alley.
Yeah, no, I'm not. My game is so tight that I don't waste it on paying girls to fuck me or.
Do you think's gonna win the OKC game?
Let's see, Bill.
Probably OKC.
Yes, I think so.
All right, Bill. What do you got for first baskets?
Cavs OKC. Dean Wade plus 1,500, and Allen plus 500. Doing those two, and then I have a parlay. Poole 3+ threes, 20+ points. Sabonis 15 points, and Fox 2 threes plus 231.
All right, Zab, you got anything from D-Rock over there?
He didn't. He sent me hockey. He didn't send me.
All right, Hoff, what do you like in the NBA today?
I'm probably gonna bet on OKC, and I'm gonna bet on SGA's threes. Definitely, he's been shooting threes at a very good clip lately.
Okay. All right. Let's go on.
I might if Halliburton. I gotta say that. Yeah.
William's saying Hartenstein is out. Can't take OC.
I want to bet on the Pistons, but I don't know.
I mean Hartenstein's is a loss, but again, like the problem is that Cleveland just doesn't really have the shooting to handle that OKC defense. Like they'll have a little more success inside than I think, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I'm not betting the game. Like I'm just gonna watch it.
All right. Anything else in the NBA before we pivot?
Yeah, your fucking boy, John Morant. You see what he did last night?
Oh, I saw him fucking put his dick in Wemby's face.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
That was fucking super sweet. I can't even call him my boy anymore because now he's a fucking idiot. So him and Pickens have
He's
really.
silly boy.
I mean, yes, him and Pickens are still my boys, but I need to have a little talk with those two fucking retards. Both of
I actually
them.
like Cleveland tonight with the plus money. I mean, they just won by 7 the other night against them. They are on the road, but plus 116 for the team with the best record in the NBA. I mean, I'll take that all day.
Or if Hartenstein's out, I think they're live.
Yeah, especially with that big man out for them. I mean, Allen should have a good game, and like I said, plus 116 for the best team in the NBA. Best
Who's
record.
so listen, you guys know I don't follow the NBA until the playoffs. NBA Cup champion right here, 2 years in a row. But isn't Cleveland still monstrous? Don't they still have Mobley and Allen? Like, if they don't have Hartenstein, who the fuck's going to guard those guys?
Yeah.
in the paint?
The issue is that like they're just gonna pack the paint and they're gonna make them
With
shoot
who?
threes. But again,
Because
like
they're already missing fucking what's his face too.
yeah, but they still have Jalen Williams. They still have Jalen Williams. They have the two Jalen
What,
Williams.
like 6'8"?
There's two
No,
of
the
them.
other one. There's two of them. There's like a
Alright.
seven. There's a 7-2 one.
Cavs put up 130 on them with Hardenstein in the lineup.
They also made every three, Bill. At home. Like you're on the road now. OKC is one of the hardest places to play in the league. Like
I think
and
I'd
you
probably
say like they have the best record. Okay, the Cleveland's 34-5. OKC's 33-6. Like they're basically the same.
I mean, you got a great road record too, 14-3.
Well,
I would hope
when
they
you
have a
only got
good
5
record.
losses,
They're 34-5.
Yeah.
I'll take them. I'll take them plus 116 all day, especially with no Hardenstein. No way.
What's the Thunder home record? Like 20-1?
Undefeated.
2 losses. Yeah. 2
I would probably, if I was looking at it, I'd probably go first half Cavs. That's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
I always worry about those teams running out of legs.
Should we do a
Tough
double
games.
result? Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do fucking
First
Cavs
half
versus-
Caves, Thunder. Yeah, that'd be a cool one to do. Cavs
What is
first half
that?
Thunder
Plus like
game.
600 probably.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I like that. Let's throw that in for a little bit. Not much to bet on tonight, so let's do it. Let me go over to college basketball here for you real quick. We have
A ton of games, but there's just nothing that's all that exciting.
Yeah, there's nothing great. You're going to hear the 3 teams I'm going to give you. I like this today because I feel like for the last 2 days I've been forcing things. I just haven't liked the board for 2 straight days and parlaying favorites and shit. Today I actually have 3 I like. I like when I like small school games. Those are the best ones. So I have 3 plays I really like. Let me just see what the line moved on this.
Okay, go ahead.
You got a couple. All right. Southern Indiana at 8:30. Minus 118 is the best line I'm seeing out there. Weber State minus 120 is the best line I'm seeing out there. And then Tennessee State. Let me see if I could find this line. Tennessee State, not Tech, minus 110. So those are my 3. Weber State, Southern Indiana, Tennessee State are my favorite 3 games. And listen, there's just not a lot popping up this week. I mean, there's been a lot of games, but for some reason, the way that I bet when I'm looking for fucking unranked teams, lower ranked teams at home, like my system and the 5 components to it, it's just not really much there this week. But I do like these 3 for sure. Siege, what do you like college basketball?
Yeah, I got 4. Albany plus 3 at 6:30 Eastern at home against Bryant. FIU is 3-point dogs at home against New Mexico State. That's a long flight. I kind of like that spot a lot. Then I got 2 late night games. Cal Poly minus 4.5. I believe that they're playing UC Davis. They are.
What's funny is I actually have Cal Poly written down as the other team. That was the other one I wrote down. So they were French. I was looking at that one too. Keep going.
And then Oregon State plus 5.5 first half. I think this is kind of a sneaky spot for Gonzaga to show up flat in the first half. I don't think they win the game, but I think they cover the first half, and then Gonzaga kicks their ass in the second half. So if you're up late, I could totally see myself hammering Gonzaga live.
All right, actually, you know what? I know why I wrote Cal Poly down. Because the line jumped to almost minus 200. So Cal Poly would either be a spread or I'm looking for something to parlay it with. So I'm trying to find something to put with Cal Poly, but I'm heavy on Cal Poly too. So on that one. All right, let's move over to the ice. What do we got over there on the ice, Zab? D-Rock got anything going? I know we got a lot of hockey games tonight.
I got his hockey.
Oh, you got his hockey? All right.
Are you gonna go do yours first? And,
No. Go do yours.
He's got the Devils money line. He's
Okay,
on
let me
Soakers.
see. I like the Devils. That's one. Yep.
He's on the Soakers.
Oh, I'm probably on the Soakers. I'm always on the Soakers.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually not on the Soakers.
And he's on the Avalanche. He said the Oilers are on the back end of a road back to back.
Okay. I am on the Devils in that one. I do moderately like the Flames, plus 117. Don't know if that's an official play yet. I also like. I'm done with the Flyers. I'm done. I mean, they jump off the model every day and they never win. Fuck the Flyers.
They never
They're
win.
done.
They
I'm
suck.
crossing
That
them
team
off.
sucks. Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's insane. Devils, which we just mentioned, and I do have a little interest in the Sharks in this one against the Blue Jackets. I know this is a line play. This is strictly a line play. This line opened at minus 210, I believe, for Columbus. 93% of the money's on Columbus, and this thing's down to minus 170. So if you see a 30-cent move with a 90% public every time, I'm going to take the other side of that one. So I'm going to take the plus 150 on the Sharks there. But I'm with Devils are my favorite play, and I forget the other one I just mentioned. Devils are the favorite, and I really like this. I gotta hit the Sharks play. Small play on the Senators too. I like the Senators started off at 7 p.m. minus 105. That is it for anything else in hockey, Zab? You got any props or anything? Yeah, I'm mute, Zab.
Oh, there we go. John Carlson for Washington over 1.5 shots, minus 130. Best lines on Fanatics. And then for Vancouver, Thatcher Demko over 20.5 saves. The Kings are averaging 27.5 shots on the road. Best line on that is on MGM or ESPN. So
Okay. All right. I see in the chat, Andrew said Nebraska money line would be a decent thing to pair. I was looking at it, Drew. The problem with that is it's the Rutgers is just a fucking enigma. I mean, it literally was a team at the beginning of the year. We were just slaying them. Then all of a sudden, they just can't win a goddamn game. Then they go out and smoke UCLA and dominate. And again, it's all Harper and Bailey, right? I think they both had 20 plus in that game. Harper did look better last game. He didn't look great. I think let me pull it up here. 5 for 13 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, 18, 4 and 4. So that's my only fear with Nebraska here, that when Harper goes back to – he still only played 28 minutes to Bailey's 38 minutes. Did have a little bit of foul trouble in that one. But when Harper gets back to the guy who dropped 35 points in back-to-back games, I don't want to be on the other side of Rutgers in any game. So I'm just basically laying off Rutgers right now, but if you got a good feel for it, you can take the Nebraska money line power with Cal Poly. Just scares me. All right. Anything else, guys?
Darts is live in the 4 Deep Discord, baby.
Hey, how's the darts going today?
5-0 so far.
5-0 on dart. Give me a darts play.
It starts here in 5 minutes. Alexis Toilu plus 2.5 legs.
How do you spell it?
Toylo.
Toilo. You're 5-0 today, right? Right.
Yep.
Toilo plus 2.5 legs.
Yep. It's
Okay,
whatever
so that
the
would give him a total of 4.5 legs.
All yes, if he wins 4, he'll get the job done.
I meant physical legs.
Oh yeah.
I have a total of more than 2.5 legs, according to the ladies of my high school. Zab, final words. Mute.
my dog.
I know you got a dog barking. I'm fucking with you.
A couple big announcements tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow to find out what they are.
Yep. Bill Rupp, final words.
Let's go Cavs tonight.
All right. Siege, final words.
Yeah, let's go Blazers.
You got to go. Let's go Thunder. Right back the other way.
I love the Blazers spot tonight.
Blazers.
It's a great spot for them. They
Listen,
haven't played good basketball.
I like the strip club narrative with these NBA players for sure. I didn't know that. I'm going to be betting Blazer home games when we have fucking Man Horse heading out there.
It's fantastic, especially
That's
when
awesome.
Portland's like a bad team but not terrible.
Yeah.
It's perfect. They're bad, but they're not terrible.
Because then you're
It's
usually
perfect.
probably getting good lines on it.
Yep.
Hoffman, final words.
Let it breathe and have a great night.
All right. For the great Zabowski, Kababble, who threw in a play from the bleachers. Bill Rupp, Siege, and Luke Hoffman. I am Tommy G. Tune in tomorrow, guys. Monster show tomorrow. Talking about a big partnership that we're bringing on board. Having a couple new announcements that we're giving you guys for tomorrow. And we'll be going over the whole entire weekend slate for the NFL and all the sports. Make sure you guys are here. Same bat time, same bat channel between 2:05 and 2:10. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Did he just say Portland wasn't a bad team?
No, I said they're not terrible.
You gonna do let's go? Or no?
That's what
I said no, they're not the worst team in the NBA.
they have the fifth